Okay, we got one of those science-y schools from the city. It's always usually like Brooklyn Tech and Bronx Science and maybe Stuyvesant in there. Well, we got the Wolverines today who kind of dominated this final race of the day and everything. So we're going to come in for the names from everybody. I've warned them, at least the guy on the left, that he has to remember his name. So
I'm Luke. I'm Alistair.
I'm Liam.
My name is Bonsi.
I'm Nick.
I'm Ben.
okay, well, you look great today out there. You know, this course isn't Van Cortlandt. You're doing, did I hear you say you're doing Bowdoin next week?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get you there too. You're up against, you know, the best from the Northeast, you know, and everything. So, what'd you think of the course today? You know, it's opened up again because they had washed out the hill, you know, last year, so it's back there. How'd you like it today?
It was a little bit scary, I would say. The hills, and it was like the surface was kind of treacherous.
Yeah, it's the traction. You're like at Van Cortlandt, you don't have to worry about. I mean, you have the railroad ties and everything, but the surface is kind of nice. Here, it's sort of like Snake Hill out in Sunken Meadow, you know, where you have this. It's kind of hard. You have to be careful going up.
Get the types of terrain.
Yeah.
Of different terrains.
Lots of.
The right shoes for.
Yeah, we walked the course before. It seemed like really horrible, but while running it, it's actually not that bad. It's a little fun.
Well, part of it is a track. You know, that's a track meet over there by Hessian Lake, you know, and everything. And you got and you didn't have a slick. You come off that hummock over there, and you make that tight turn. I've seen the best girl in the nation go plop, you know, trying to make that tight turn. So you didn't have to worry about that today. So. Science's battle this year. I mean, is it Brooklyn Tech that you're looking at? You know, it's been the usual one ever since Stuyvesant.
The opponents.
Yeah.
Trying to stop a 3-peat or a 4-peat. 3-peat or 4-peat.
I don't know.
This is,
They
this is
have
the
a
closest
3-peat.
we've been to the city title in a long time.
They're gonna get a big piece of humble
Usually we're
pie.
not in the running, but this year we are.
Yeah.
So we're excited to compete.
Yeah. Well, you've had some good, you know, you've had some great runners in the past. It's just getting, well, at least getting enough to compete with Brooklyn Tech, because they are the biggest school in the nation. Yeah, the biggest school in the nation. Oh boy, you got so they have you know, a lot of talent, you know, to choose from there, you know, and everything. So you got Bowdoin next week, a very different course, and I got to tell you, every time I film Bowdoin, it's like 100 degrees. Humidity, maybe not so bad there, but it is a roaster of a day usually. Maybe it won't be so bad this year, but how many of you have done Bowdoin?
We all have.
You've all done Bowdoin, okay. So what do you think the key there is for you guys?
I mean, I think you just gotta push the first half and then just like send the downhills, because that's after you get to the top, you're good. Just about getting there.
Yeah, it's hard to pace, but you have to be aggressive, especially in a race like Feds when it gets very narrow very quickly.
Yeah.
You have to get ahead.
Yeah. Bowdoin, well, I was at the Dutchess officials meet, and they, you know, Ken said, we've got 84 teams this year. Now, usually they have maybe 40 at most, so it is going to be pretty packed. So it's not going to probably be quite like Feds, but it's going to be tight going up. But yeah, the key is as soon as you get up to that top part in the woods, just start plunging, start cooking while other guys are up there saying, hey, I made it, and are taking a breather for a while. You cook, you know, all the way down, and but don't blow. You know, when you still have almost a mile or so to go, don't think once you get down there that you got to start sprinting or anything, because a lot of guys have died down there. Once they get down there.
It's not a good course to jump down those hills. It's just really, that's like a dangerous course. It's very narrow, and the downhill is very, very windy. So if you make a wrong turn and you trip, you're done.
Staying controlled and balanced is really.
Make a wrong turn at Bowdoin? I mean, as I said, that top runner in the nation, the first time she ran that, she made 2 wrong turns, you know, and everything. So, but really, you have officials there telling you, you know, and everything. It does get tight in the woods, especially you still have the guys coming up as you're plunging down, you know, and everything. But if you don't use the downhill, you're going to be blowing away a lot of stuff, you know, and everything. So, and then after that, for science this year, after you survive a wretchedly hot day, perhaps at Bowdoin, any other big things you're You're
We're going to Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Manhattan.